Alright guys, welcome back to this FIFA 18 career mode save with Liverpool, and yeah, if you have a look at that, for some reason, God knows what happened, but for whatever reason, my file didn't save properly, even though I told it to save and autosave setup. So last episode technically didn't happen. So if we look at that, you look at the calendar, it says the next game is a home game against Fulham, and then the game after that will be the home game against Dundalk, the Champions League qualifier, which obviously we won last time out. So my only thought or suggestion, instead of playing the games again and having another episode where we have to go through the same two matches, my best suggestion is that I just sim the games and see what happens using the teams that I had out last time. So we're going to give that one a go. I'll show you obviously the results, but we'll leave it entirely down to the computer and see what happens. Bugger. Here we go then. I'm going to sim this first game. It's the team pretty much that played against Fulham last time. I have tweaked the formation because I want to try a different formation for the next few matches, see if it makes any difference. But other than that, we shall leave it up to the computer to decide what happens. And there we go. Apparently this time we beat Fulham 3-0. Computer's obviously better than I am. Correa coming on and scoring a goal, it seems. Well, you're still for sale, mate. Sorry. Well, there's a bit of news for us then. Southampton want to buy Solanke, but they've just paid his release clause. So, yeah, it's for sale anyway, so alright, don't care. But that's funny, Southampton stealing a player from us instead of us stealing one from Southampton for a change. Still, put some more money in the transfer kitty, and I do have some nefarious plans for the transfer window when that happens, so we shall see what happens there. But yeah, Dominic Solanke looks to be headed to Southampton. Same again then, this time against Dundalk, which we won 4-0 last time, and I was actually genuinely pleased with the performance compared to that first leg. But we're going to have to leave it up to the computer to decide whether we qualify for the Champions League. I would imagine we will, because it's Liverpool versus Dundalk. But we shall see what simming does. It's all down to you, computer. And it's only 2-0, but we do qualify for the Champions League group stages. So, yeah, we've gained 3 extra points in Premier League that we didn't actually get by a zone playing. But there's not much I can do about the fact that the file didn't save. And after that Champions League performance, believe me, I did want to save it because, I wouldn't have uploaded a video if I weren't sticking to the results as they happen. But, shit happens, so there's not much I can do about that, is there? But we are now caught up with where we should be. So that should mean we are moving into transfer deadline day. And there's confirmation, Solanke has sold, and that has added 7 million to our transfer budget. And if we have a look at the transfer hub, some of the players that I'm scouting or thinking about possibly trying to go in for with the new formation in mind, Bailey would be a great alternative to Mane, but is he just going to be another problem where it's all pace? That is the thing. Ismaila Sarr is a youngster, so he's just somebody that I'm scouting. He's apparently got pretty high potential just looking at him. Same with Martinez. Halilovic is a player that can play at central mid, but I added him to the transfer hub anyway when I was still playing a cam. So probably not going to be going in for him. And it looks like there's a deal agreed with Fiorentina anyway. Modric is just I think I'm dreaming, more or less, because I ain't got the money to afford him. But, you've got to dream. Ndidi is a player that I talked about last season, about possibly looking at. And with me now having the 3 central midfielders, having some decent CDMs is going to be a good thing. I've obviously got Kondogbia and Cook already. Cook may drop to the bench, or Ndidi to the bench if I do, Ndidi to the bench if I do sign him. But just looking at options, same with Weigl. Options again, now that I'm playing 3 central midfielders. Saul is somebody I am genuinely tempted to try and bring in, even though I don't have the money, but I do have players that are for sale and players that I can offer in a trade. And Koke, not actually as interested in him as I am Saul, but he is another option for that central midfield role. For now, let's crack on to transfer window and see what business actually happens. Here we go then. It is transfer deadline day. We have loaned out a player that I had no idea we even owned. One of the players that we've got on the transfer hub has got interest shown in him. Loan deal apparently. He's not somebody that I'm actually desperate to sign anyway, because I have got 3 decent strikers and I think he were a striker. So it's not really a problem. No offers as of yet for players that I have transfer listed, and I don't want to rush in and try and buy anybody with the little money that I do currently have. So we may end up ending the summer transfer window without doing any business. And finally, we have an offer for Angel Correa, and it's a big one and all. That ain't bad. 31.3 mil. I mean, I'm going to negotiate it on principle because I think we can get more for him, but he's only valued at 24. So, you know, I don't mind selling him to Palace if it's going to bring some cash in and get rid of a player that has just been the bane of my freaking existence for this save. Let's negotiate it. And here we go. Negotiations to try and sell Correa. What do we reckon? I like the number 37, mostly because I'm a massive Kevin Smith fan. If you're a Kevin Smith fan, you'll get that reference. If not, you won't, but I ain't explaining it. Because I don't want YouTube to kick my video off. Well, YouTube. Yeah, 37. Oh, 31.3. They're not prepared to budge. I do want to get rid. Not going to be too greedy. Give me 33 mil and he's yours. And if they say no, I'm just going to accept to get him off at books. Right. Big Voice said no. You know what? Have him. Angel Correa, please decide that you want to go to Crystal Palace. Because I don't want you at Liverpool anymore. Starting to get slightly worried that there's 6 hours left and Correa has still not left. And same again, 5 hours. He needs to go soon so I can do some business myself. Joe Gomez, are you having a giraffe? That ain't happening, sunshine. Jog on, Marseille. And there we have it. Angel Correa has left the building. We have got rid of a player that I've been saying is up for sale since pretty much January of last season. Decent amount of money as well. We've got another 27.5 mil in kitty. So that means we can do some business. Question is, what business do we want to do? Could try and bring in Saul. He would be a good option. But I am more tempted to try and get Weigl. Seeing as he has a release clause that's below what we have in the budget. And we are playing with a CDM now. Yeah, I'm going to go for Weigl. Yes, pay and skip the negotiations. And now we can just negotiate directly with Julian. He wants important, which is fair enough. He is going to play most weeks. Not every game, but most games. So that's fine. I want him for 5 years because he's only 22. He's happy with that. He don't want a release clause, even better. He's not going to get stolen from me on cheap. Now, money. He's on 49 grand a week. So, let's try him at 65 grand a week. And I'll give him 500 grand to sign on. 52, but he wants 780 grand. He also wants an appearance bonus. Well, that ain't happening. $750 for signing, and I'll try 60 grand a week. 61 and 780. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Julian Weigl, welcome to Liverpool. Window slowly going down now. 1 hour remaining, and that brings the curtain over the transfer deadline window. Alright, it's game time. This will probably be the only game in this episode, I would have thought, because transfer deadline day will have taken up quite a lot of the episode, but we are away at Wembley, taking on the team that I support in real life, and this will be my first attempt at this new formation as well. So this could either go really, really well, or it could be a fucking disaster. We'll have to see. But yeah, strong team as you can see. Top three of Ibra, Mane and Salah. Middle three of Weigl getting his debut in that CDM role with Sanson and Goretzka in front of him. Back two of Van Dijk and De Ligt at centre-back with Gomez and Tierney providing my width and Schmeichel in the net. Alright, so here we go then. How's this formation going to work? To Mane, who finds Ibra. Back to Mane. Out to Tierney. Oh, Tierney's pass. That was weak, sunshine. Get back and do your defensive duties. Oh, do that! That is shocking, but yeah, I don't even know what to say. Get in, son. Well done, Mane. Oh, I spot too soon. Curse of the too sooners. That's what I need to start calling it every time I do that. Mane could be on the end of this. Oh, Ibra. Where were your strength? Yeah, as I was saying, so far so good. It's looking like this formation could work well. Oh, Salah. He turned, but he didn't turn enough. Oh, you're getting done, lads. Eriksen's about to turn you inside out. Eriksen finds Kane. Oh, well won, De Ligt. That is why you're a wonder kid that half the teams in the world want in real life. Ball out wide to Tierney. Mane set off down this wing. Turn. Oh, where were the pass? What was that? Right, whip this in the box again. Who's on the end of it? It is De Ligt. De Ligt can't get close enough to goal. Back in the box. Oh, straight to Lloris's gloves. Winks launches it upfield. No doubt looking for Kane. Oh, Eriksen picks up the ball. Do not let the guy turn. Oh, do not let that happen. That was shaky defending. It is nearly half time. Oh, Ibra. So unlucky. Weigl, do not take anybody down. There we go. Half time. 1-0 Liverpool. Wanyama finds Eriksen. Eriksen undoubtedly the heart of this Tottenham team. He's like the engine room, you'd say. Hazard. Oh, it's Thorgan. It's not Eden. That's fine. Ooh. Harry Winks with a shot from edge of area. Oh, and Goretzka, well done. Ibra. Oh, what a ball. Nah, does something with this. Salah does something useful. And there we go. Something useful was done. Mo Salah, King Mo, 2-0. Oh, Goretzka. What were you doing then, son? Kane with a snapshot from edge of area, but he's just taking pot shots. Oh, what are we doing? Hazard, how did you miss that? Dolberg coming on. Hopefully he can do some business up front. And I'm a bit concerned about Weigl's yellow card, so Cook is coming on in his place. Here is Dolberg. Dolberg now 80 rated. Oh, a little bit too much on your pass there, Casper. Oh my God. I'm almost sorry that that didn't go in. Oh, well done, Dolberg. Can we do it with it? Salah, turn, shot. Ooh, Lloris. Great save. Come on, lads. Let's look a little bit more like we want to defend. Why are we letting Kudu get anywhere near the box? And Tottenham have pulled one back, and it is the most unlikely of scorers. Spurs have rallied. They've got a second wind. Get rid. We want it as far away from our goal as possible. The best way to avoid conceding. Don't let them near your goal. Oh, Tierney. We are nearly at full time. And Salah is off. Turn. Pass. Oh, that should have been 3. But it don't matter. We have won the Battle of Wembley. Liverpool 2, Tottenham 1. And there we go. That is the end, pretty much, of today's episode. I think what we will do, though, before I do bring this one to a close, is we will have a look at the signings that have happened on transfer deadline day. See if we've had any big moves so far. Well, obviously it's only the first 3 moves, but it looks like Correa's move to Palace is the biggest deal so far. Loan deal. There we go. Zaha. That is why Palace suddenly came in with all that money, because Zaha has gone to Paris Saint-Germain for 44.9 million. Bloody hell, how much did they pay for him? 45.9 million from Gladbach. Christ. Where's Spurs getting all that money from? No massive deals so far, other than the 3 that we've seen. Mostly loan moves or smaller moves. That's a big one. Kylian Mbappe has gone to Manchester United for 68.4 million. That seems like a steal. That seems cheap. That's not going to do us any favours, though, if Mbappe's gone to Manchester United. Jesus, that's going to be interesting. Cancelo has joined Leipzig. Yeah, that's a fairly big move. I think that's actually rumoured to be happening in real life as well, which is weird. I'm sure I read yesterday, maybe it was Salzburg rather than Leipzig. But yeah, well, there we go. There's the deals done on transfer deadline day, and not other than the big one, Mbappe, which that was quite a fee that Man U paid. Yeah, that's the biggest deal of the day, but not as groundbreaking as some of the windows we've had in this series. Wow, Mbappe in the Premier League. Okay, it's going to be interesting. With that said, though, hopefully it's going to be interesting because things are going to go well for me this year rather than things being a bit of an unmitigated disaster. I think that match went quite well then, playing with that new formation. Quite happy we are. I played against a decent team as well. It's not like I was playing an easy team. So I think we'll be sticking with that one. Other than that, though, guys, for now, I'm going to bring this into a close. If you enjoyed it, then make sure you twat that thumbs up button. And if you want to see how the season progresses, then twat that subscribe button and all. Other than that, cheers for watching. And as usual, I'll see you in the next episode.